Previously on TSR Live.
When it comes to the Dubai sluts, they pay the highest price of all, and they get the lowest return on investment. These girls participate in abominable sex acts for just a few $1,000s, a picture on a private jet, and expensive clothes. All of which are temporary and depreciating assets. Pouring themselves out in the worst possible ways for frivolous temporary material items that are going to be all but worthless in a few months will use up their youth and beauty faster than they can imagine. Guess what this means, guys? This means these girls are going to hit the wall a hell of a lot sooner than they would otherwise.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of TSR Live. It is Friday, October 13th, 2017. My girl wants to do a scary movie night tonight, which is perfectly fine with me. Girls like doing that cheesy shit, and that's actually a good sign that your girl is still a girl on the inside. Most girls these days are so fucked up. They just can't enjoy the little things in life. They've been fucked and shucked and humped and dumped by so many dudes. They've done so many drugs. They've done so much. They've done all kinds of crazy shit with all kinds of guys with all the drama and the abortions and all the rest of that. That they've done so much of that stuff that they've been forced to sort of grow out of the little things. Like my girl still flirts with me. She still laughs at stupid jokes. She still has a little bit of that innocence left, or at least she appears to. Most girls don't have any of that innocence left, so they never think about, having a crazy, or having a scary movie night on Friday 13th. Girls normally say shit like, hey, let's get sloshed on tequila and have an orgy while doing lines because it's Friday 13th. Then they wonder why later on in life they can't get excited about something as simple and fun as maybe going to see Christmas lights. It really is a shame. It really is. So I'm glad my girl still enjoys the simple things. They're cheesy sometimes, but to me that's a sign that she still has some of that innocence left in her. And again, I think that that's a good sign when your girl still enjoys doing the little things, enjoying some of the simpler things in life. I think that's definitely a good thing, and I think that bodes well for any man in any relationship. I love what I see here. I've got 7 people watching. It's the beginning of the show. I've already got 8 likes, so I've got more likes than I've got viewers. So we're certainly off to a very good start. Good to be in today. The weekend has officially gotten started. My Eagles got a big win last night against the Carolina Panthers, so I'm happy about that. But let's go ahead and get started here. Feminism, gentlemen, is the worst thing to happen to Western civilization ever. It's worse than the Civil War. It's worse than slavery. Guys, it's worse than 9/11. And I am dead serious about all of that. I'm not trying to be the shock jock. I'm not trying to get clicks. Feminism is the worst thing to happen in world history. Feminism, guys, has quite literally destroyed heterosexual relationships between men and women. It's completely destroyed the traditional nuclear family, and it's completely destroyed both men and women. It's that bad. But there are a few ways that feminism actually benefits men. Now, these things aren't necessarily the foundation for true happiness, but given the state of the sexual climate in the United States and in the Western Hemisphere in general, these things actually work to our advantage. So I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons why feminism is actually good for men. Number 1 is the most obvious: easy sex. This is probably the best thing that feminism has to offer men in terms of what we actually want out of women. Feminism teaches girls to be sexually open and promiscuous, but it doesn't tell them about the consequences of being a slut for an extended period of time. They don't tell these girls going into college that joining a sorority and fucking every guy in a fraternity or getting a train ran on them by the basketball team will damage them physically and psychologically before the age of 25. They don't tell them that stuff. They don't tell these chicks about the dangers of STDs or unwanted pregnancies or abortions or the damage that prolonged birth control can do to their bodies. Feminism doesn't tell them they're going to be on antidepressants before they're 30 because they'll be depressed and won't know why. They don't tell them any of this stuff. They tell these girls that it's not only good to fuck a bunch of dudes in a short period of time, they tell them it's the right thing to do. I mean, think about that. They tell them that having sex with a bunch of guys makes them strong and independent. They tell them that if they're not sluts, that they will live with the regret of not having experienced life, not having seen what's out there, for not being sluts. Now, obviously, we as men, we know that that's terrible advice. So rather than trying to save these hoes, which we know is impossible, we fuck them. And because girls out here are handing out pussy like it's Halloween candy, we say trick or treat, bitches, now bend over. Now, before I found the red pill, guys, I had only fucked 18 girls to that, 18 to 20, somewhere around there to that point. But after I learned game, it was easy to fuck a bunch of bitches. But half the reason it's easy to get laid these days is because of feminism. And listen, don't get me wrong, guys. It certainly takes a level of skill and strategy to fuck pretty girls on the regular. Yes, we do get lucky every once in a while, but because it's easy for girls to get dick, they can be a lot more selective. So any man who can consistently sleep with good-looking girls definitely knows what he's doing. But most of even why the hottest girls out there are easy to fuck is because of feminism. Listen, 100 years ago, the only men who were able to fuck a bunch of women were dudes who traveled around the world, sex tourists. I think they like to call it. Well, now you don't even have to leave your own city to rack up a double-digit knot count. All you got to do is swipe right on Tinder, and you're up to your eyeballs in pussy, and that's all thanks to feminism. TSR Live is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. I got to take my favorite strain today, which is Indo Super Green. They're on your screen for those of you watching, otherwise known as Happy Hippo 1. And incidentally enough, it is also my girlfriend's favorite strain. Happy Hippo 1 was also the first one she's ever tried, and it's the one she likes the most. She wants to take it every day, but I had to explain to her that if you take the same strain every day, you build up a tolerance to it, and eventually it loses its effectiveness. So you got to rotate strains and take a different one every day to make sure it still has the same effect. So head on over to happyhippoherbals.com today and save 25% when you pay with Bitcoin. That is happyhippoherbals.com. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. I can also be found on Instagram, username The Sharp Reality, no spaces. Like my Facebook page, TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. You can also add me on Facebook. Just do a search for Donovan Sharp. You'll see a picture of me there, looking cool as hell like I always do. Guys, get the like ups as you come into the chat. As you are entering the video, definitely hit the like button. Try to increase the profile of the show so that we can continue to grow. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you hear, if you like what you see. Send these links to people you know. You know, like I said, this show is for anyone who pees standing up. Anyone who was born with a dick and balls could certainly benefit from TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. If you guys want to access the archive of The Sharp Reality as well as TSR Live, go to my website, thesharpreality.com. There you can find all episodes of TSR Live. You can also find them on SoundCloud, iTunes, the Google Play app on your mobile device, Stitcher, and of course right here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and do a check of the chat, see who's in the house on this Friday night. All right, very good. Excellent. Deep 1985, shout out to you. Good to see you. What's up? Boss Wavy, what's up, fam? Good to see you in here. And do what Boss Wavy says. Hit the like button as soon as you click on the video. AR4, what's going on? Mr. Old School Writer asked if I was feeling better. Yeah, head feels a lot better today. I did yesterday's. The funny thing is I did yesterday's show. When I started yesterday's show, I had a screaming fucking migraine. And I think I'd taken like a 600 milligram ibuprofen. I took 1.5 of those, so I was at 900 milligrams. I'm a big boy, man. Like gotta pump up the volume on the painkillers. Well, about 3/4 of the way through the show, I felt fine. So yeah, appreciate you asking. Thank you. Freelance Ronin, TSR in full effect. Good to see you in here. Mr. Mink, shout out to you. Project Mayhem. Good to see you in here. Shout out to you. Boss Wavy says, I had a sexy Spanish chick at my job tell me her ex dumped her because she was a feminist. That told me to hit it and never wife it. LOL, stupid hoe. Yeah, again, listen, man, like I fucked coworkers before, but I don't know, just given the climate of today's sexual marketplace and, sexual harassment lawsuits, I would definitely think twice about fucking listen. Now, of course, that's easy for me to say. I don't have a job. I'm fortunate enough where I don't have to work a 9 to 5. So, I'm not in that position. And listen, I've been real with you guys. I've fallen this and I've fallen victim to, dude, I fuck more fucking coworkers than anybody. But it doesn't, it's hard to get out of those clean, man. A lot of awkwardness, and you're really risking your job. But if she's hot enough, listen, I mean, maybe I'll do a podcast on how to avoid trouble when fucking your coworkers. I don't know. Maybe that's a show idea there. So shout out to you, Boss Wavy. Du Bois says, rubbish, easy sex equals STD, so that's not a benefit to men. Ay. Du Bois, I've never seen you in here before, but whether it's easy sex or difficult sex, any sex could lead to STDs. So fuck you for that. Like, get out of here with that. If you're gonna disagree, that's fine. Don't be a dipshit. Give me a break. Mr. Old School Writer says, avoid that chick. Yeah, that's true. 247X says, wrap it up. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, again, Du Bois says rubbish easy sex equals STD. Yeah, that's what fucking condoms are for. Use a condom and use defense soap. That actually, you know what? I need to hit those guys up and get them to sponsor the show. Yeah, defense soap is highly, highly effective in avoiding. Listen, nothing can keep. I'll put the disclaimer on it. Nothing can prevent. All STDs, AIDS, and all that other kind of stuff. But two things I did consistently when I was at the peak of my playerhood is I always wrap the fuck up, and I always use defense soap right after fucking. And I've never gotten an STD in my life. So definitely wrap it up. Definitely use defense soap. It's relatively inexpensive. Defense soap, I think, was originally. I don't know what the history is on that, but I know that guys who do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, mixed martial arts, they use defense soap because I think my girl told me that on Joe Rogan's podcast, guys were talking about, you can easily get a staph infection or something like it if you don't use I mean, from all the grappling. I mean, dude, you're rolling around with men. You're grappling and all this other kind of stuff. So wrap it up, use condoms, and use defense soap. Absolutely. Boss Wavy says, definitely, writer. She was not even sexy to me after she said that to me. I don't even flirt with her. Good. Very good. Freelance Runner says, nice to catch a live show. I hauled ass through traffic. Dude, don't get a ticket, brah. Good Lord, man. Or listen, bring your phone with you. I mean, this is on YouTube. Open the YouTube app. You can, I don't know, just open the YouTube app and listen there. Turbattle says, feminism has exposed women's true nature. Yes, feminism has exposed women's true nature to destroy themselves when given any measure of control in the sexual marketplace. And proof of that is all around you as soon as you step out front of the door. Alan LT says, would you ever do a podcast with your girl? No. Goku-san, good to see you in here. Absolutely. Excellent. Kevin Samuels, hey! KS in the motherfucking house. Absolutely. AR4 says, women have as much power as men allow them to have. Big Booty Samaj, what's going on? 247X, salute to you too. Du Bois says, I'm already sub done. Oh, okay. All right. Well, good. Glad to see you in here. Aunt James in the motherfucking house. Aunt James is one of my Patreon supporters. He is subscribed to Donovan's Den. I got a good one coming out this weekend for you guys. Aunt James, Freelance Ronin. You guys definitely, it's going to be a good one this weekend for sure. Freelance Ronin says, when you see through the shaming tactics and deflections, you see women for what they are with clarity. Yes. It's funny. I always equate having knowing about red pill truth as sort of like a superhero, or as having like a superhero power. When you take the red pill, it's almost like giving you X-ray vision. Like the things that a girl does and says, it like when a girl tells you something, your red pill conditioning, it's almost like it shows you the subtitle. Like when a girl tells you, I haven't been in a relationship in over a year, the subtitle says she fucks a lot of dudes and doesn't want a boyfriend because she wants to fuck a lot of dudes without having to answer to anybody. That's what that means. And by the way, when a girl tells you she hasn't been in a relationship in X amount of time, that just means that that means she's fucking a lot of dudes. That just because a woman hasn't dated in a while, that doesn't mean she's not fucking dudes by the truckloads. That is absolutely that is absolutely what that means. So Samaj says my notch count was 20 prior to the red pill. Now I can't make Donovan Sharp podcast because I'm out gallivanting with these with these gals. Yeah, absolutely. Mike Vincent says you can get charged as a level 1 offender for just staring at a woman. Now I'm telling you, man. It's these rape laws. Yes means yes, and you gotta sign. I don't know. I think California is like a yes means yes state. Like basically, you have to fill out paperwork before you fuck her. Oh, hold on, before I stick my dick in you, let me fill out some paperwork. And even then, it's funny. Yes means yes. Even if you had to sign a waiver, that carries as much weight in a courthouse as a prenuptial agreement. If a girl says, "Well, he raped me," well, here's my signed consent form. They'll throw that out with the prenup. They don't give a shit. Doesn't mean anything. Clone1 says my first live chat with Donovan Sharp. Thumbs up, people. Good stuff. Brisbane, Australia. 7 a.m. Just finished the gym. All right, good stuff, man. Well, shout out to you, man. Got guys listening from Australia. Good shit. Very good. Nigel Diggs in the house. Good to see you here. Good to see you in here. Mr. Old School Writer says I used to wrap it up, soap and water, wipe it down with 70% alcohol for the bacteria and smell when you go home. Very good. I like that. That's actually pretty good. 247X says red pill equals kryptonite to a woman. That is an excellent analogy. I like that a lot. That is awesome. That's awesome. Kryptonite to a woman. No, a man's kryptonite is pussy. Kryptonite to a woman is absolutely red pill awareness. For sure. VEJ48, good to see you in here. I haven't seen you in here yet. Says passport Brazil, bye Western women. Yeah, be careful out there on those Rio de Janeiro streets, man. I've heard Brazil is no joke, but the women are hot and they let you fuck them in the ass. So bring defense soap and lots of condoms. There should be listen, man, they should be selling defense soap in Brazil on the streets because they do jiu-jitsu out there. That's probably state law out there by now. Absolutely. Project Mayhem says you need to get the super chat active, Donovan. Yeah, Project Mayhem. I'm trying. Here's what happened, Project Mayhem. My original channel, I got a community strike because I violated the terms and the guidelines, or at least that's what was told to me. So I appealed it and I lost the appeal. And so my main live channel, so what happened after that is that I can't do live streams on my main channel. Well, on my main channel, I have almost 4,000 subscribers, and which means I could have activated Super Chat. Well, I can't activate Super Chat until I have 1,000 subscribers on this channel. And I think I'm close to like 430. So it's going to take some time, but hopefully I get there. But I definitely appreciate it. Absolutely. Mike Vincent says 25 people watching and only 15 likes. Hit the like button. I'm telling you, hit the like button, guys. Help me out. Hit the like button. Get your friends and relatives to subscribe. Boss Wavy says, where can we find defense soap? Never heard of it. I need it. I need it in my life. Bruh, I got you. Listen, Google it. Dude, you can buy it on eBay, Amazon, and it's relatively inexpensive as well. It really, really is. Dude, my girl bought me. I mean, dude, I've got bars of it. Oh yeah, there you go. Turbattle says Amazon. Absolutely. And if you guys do want to contribute, there's plenty of ways to contribute to TSR Live. You guys can contribute, obviously via Patreon. If you guys want to make a donation or a contribution, you guys can go to my PayPal link on the bottom of my homepage. That's usually the quickest way. But as soon as I get the super chat thing going on, I'll be able to, or as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll definitely be able to do super chats. So no, I got you. I didn't even. Oh yeah, and Boss Wavy. When you go to Boss Wavy, check this out. Go to just like Sharp Assist says there. Yeah, go to my website, thesharpreality.com. Do your Amazon shopping through my link, and you'll be actually contributing to the show at no cost to you. So buy that defense soap through my link. They give me like a fraction of a percentage, and every month they give me like an Amazon gift card, and an Amazon gift card is as good as money these days. So yeah, definitely do that. So yeah, Sharp Assist looking out for me there on the reel. All right, so moving right along, let us move to the second reason that feminism is good for men, and that is that it has made women more useful. In yesterday's show, I talked about the fact that the two most valuable assets a woman has is her youth and her beauty. But feminism has allowed women to become a little more useful. Okay, and guys, let's not get it twisted here. Women are more educated than they've ever been in history. And listen, as a side note, an education doesn't make a person intelligent or smart. I'm not saying a woman with a college degree is stupid, but it doesn't automatically make them smart either. So if you're so any woman watching this, save the I have a degree so I'm intelligent argument. I fucked a lot of girls with degrees, and most of them weren't any more intelligent than strippers or your everyday hoes I was running game on, or just everyday hoes working minimum wage jobs. Anyway, women have a little more agency because of feminism. My girl, for example, she's a top-level internet marketing consultant. She knows how to code. She's got multiple certifications as far as SEO, Google Analytics, and she's been doing this stuff most of her adult life, and so she's very good at her job. She's very good at what she does, and she really is one of the bigger reasons why my show has been as successful as it's been. I would have had a much tougher time growing this thing without her help. There's no doubt about that. Women today are able to do a lot more than they used to because of feminism. They're able to go to school, they're able to learn skills, they're able to go out into the workforce and contribute. Now, don't get it twisted here, guys. I'm not saying they're great leaders, because they're not. Women suck at leading, and they suck at being in charge. They are ill-equipped to handle leadership. So let's not mistake what I'm saying here. Also, I'll go ahead and add this too. Most females are absolutely fucking useless in the workforce. Yeah, they've got basic skills and they can do basic office work like data entry, computer bullshit, but by and large, females don't bring anything to the table in a workplace other than unwanted drama and a sexual harassment lawsuit waiting to happen. That's mainly what they bring to the table. But there are a few women out there who are very skilled and are real assets to companies. Their numbers are small, but they're out there, and feminism is what gave these women the opportunity to get the education necessary to learn the skills that they can use in the workforce. Now, on the flip side, what's been sacrificed are domestic skills. Women who are above average in terms of their overall value to a company because of her skill set are well below average as far as cooking and cleaning goes. Guys, you can't have it both ways. There's no such thing as a female who is an expert graphic designer who can also cook like a Michelin star chef and press a dress shirt. Not going to happen. Yes, listen, my girl is very good at what she does, and yes, she's a good cook. You guys know, man, I post photos of her meals on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, but guys, she sucks at doing the laundry, all right? If anyone, guys, man or woman is great at something, other areas are going to suffer. That's just how it is. So while it's great that some women out there can bring certain things to the table that can benefit you as a man, their domestic skills do suffer. This is the trade-off. The problem is that most women don't have domestic skills or a marketable trade, which is why most of them are useless to begin with. But if you're fortunate enough to get with a woman who has one or the other or a combination of the two, feminism is likely the reason for that. Number 3, the third reason that feminism is good for men is that it gave birth to the manosphere. Guys that we all know about, like Roosh, Illimitable Man, Rollo Tomasi, the late great Patrice O'Neill, Tom Lakis, guys like me, none of us exist without feminism, guys. Okay? Feminism has allowed men like myself to do what we like to do and make a pretty decent living off of it. Make a pretty decent living doing it. The manosphere has changed lives. It changed my life, all right? Listen, it shows us how to live better lives. It shows us how to be more content as men. It shows us how to fuck pretty girls, how to dominate life. And the more feminism ups the ante with what they do and what they say, the stronger the manosphere gets. We have evolved over the years, and today we have become the one source that men the world over can count on for honest, forthright information on life. We don't sugarcoat shit, guys. We tell it exactly like it is, and we hold ourselves accountable. All feminism does is talk shit about men and what we need to do to appease them, right? We do the same thing, but we also talk about ways that we can improve ourselves and become more attractive to the women that we want to get with. So if not for feminism, you'd never know who I was. All right. Now, listen, granted, if feminism never existed, I'd probably be married with kids to a good looking woman, but I don't deal in hypotheticals or what ifs. I deal in reality, and feminism is the reason for that. Last weekend, last week's Donovan's Den, I talked about how to overcome your fear of approaching pretty girls. I talked about the process I used myself to become unafraid to talk to girls whenever and wherever I wanted and why it worked so well. Well, this weekend, I'm going to talk about the shit tests that women deploy the most on first dates and fuck buddy arrangements, long-term relationships, and even in marriage, guys. And what a lot of guys don't understand is that failing too many shit tests is what starts the end of their relationships. They don't understand that. We all hear stories about guys, telling us about their women cheating on them or disrespecting them. And a lot of times they always say things like, well, I don't know when it started. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But they have no idea that their women stepped out on them. They have no idea that the reason their women stepped out on them is because they failed too many shit tests. They failed one too many shit tests, and that was the beginning of the end. Well, I'm going to talk about those shit tests and how to respond to them in order to keep your woman's attraction and respect, which goes a long way in keeping her faithful and acting right. So subscribe to Donovan's Den for just $5 per month on Patreon, and you guys can learn how to deal with these relationship killers and avoid trouble down the road. So let's check the chat one last time before we round third and head for home. Oh, wow, you guys are all very good. Yeah, Goku-san says, check Amazon. They have everything. Dude, you can buy everything on Amazon. You can probably buy people on Amazon. Pro Style 1 says, late to the party. What's this defense soap all about? Yeah, if you haven't seen it in chat, and I know I'm lagging behind on chat because I'm doing the show, but yeah, defense soap is what guys in mixed martial arts use to prevent staph infections from all the grappling. Incidentally enough, it also works to protect you from STDs. Mike Cernovich actually talked about defense soap, but I actually learned it from him. I actually got it off his website. I think it's called Gorilla Mindset or something like that. But yeah, I learned about it and I've used it ever since. So basically, when you fuck girls, use condoms and defense soap. And just to let you know, Pro Style 1, I have never had an STD in my life ever. And I mean that doesn't mean that accidents can't happen down the road somewhere. But if you use condoms and defense soap consistently, like no days off, then yeah, you'll avoid most of that stuff. That's how it is. Clone 1 says, you legit look like a Black Chris, but with a shaved head from, Good Looking Loser, Happy Hippo. Yeah, I know Chris Diotis very well. I don't think I look anything like him. That's kind of weird, but hey, I guess we all see things differently. Goku-san says, most of these so-called educated women work half-ass jobs that do not require you to think much. Exactly. Dude, they're making, like, these women, like, they come out of college and they're making, I don't know what the fuck they're making, $35,000, $40,000 a year to sit at a computer and be on fucking Facebook all day. It's unbelievable. It really is. 247X says, ill-equipped to deal with criticism. Yep. And it's so funny. Most women, because I've been a boss before and I'll interview women and they all say, oh yeah, I love constructive criticism. And then you hire them and you say, okay, well, you need to change this. Oh my God, what are you talking about? Whoa, wait a minute. In your interview, you told me, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Feminism was only, Turbattle says, feminism was only possible because of the technology that men built. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Turbattle says, men did all of the heavy lifting in society. Yes, men also do all of the heavy lifting in society. Boss Wavy says, women work these bullshit feminist jobs to get men in trouble and cheat on their husbands with co-workers with an alibi. Yep. Listen, man, don't get me wrong. There are benefits to having women in the workplace, but dude, there are far more detriments to having women in the workplace. And yes, oh my God. Yeah, listen, women in the workplace, when women started working alongside men, that's when cheating jumped up like 50 million %. Freelance Running says, true, I do tech support, and there are a few that are exceptional, but the majority act like preteens on the job. Yes, I say all the time, when women stop maturing when they figure out that men want to fuck them. This is why you have 24-year-old girls, 25-year-old girls out here acting like they're 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, okay? They start the process of maturation again when male attention starts to dwindle, okay? Because when you get male attention, you don't have to be a grown-up. Everything is literally handed to you on a silver platter. But when you don't have that male sexuality, male attention to fall back, and let's not get it twisted, guys. Male attention for a woman supplies them with much more than just sexual attraction and attention. It gives women a good way of life, gives them the benefit of the doubt, gets them financing, gets them jobs. Sexual attention gets good-looking women so much more than dick. So this is why when they first start figuring out, oh, wow, this guy's talking to me because he wants to fuck me. So they stop maturing at that very moment, at 16, 17 years old. They fuck a bunch of guys, and then by the time they're 34, 35, 36 years old, they're still fucking a bunch of dudes, but they're not fucking the guys that they were before. They're not getting the attention of the men that they were fucking before, the higher quality guys. It kind of forces them to start to mature again. They think to themselves subconsciously, ooh, this male attention is going away. Men aren't as willing to come over and help me move like they were when I was 23 and hot. Men aren't willing to take me out and buy me drinks when I was, the 21-year-old college girl. Men aren't willing to do things for me. I go on job interviews. I don't get the job quite so quickly now that I'm 34, 35, 36 and past the wall. So they're forced to start to mature. They're forced to start to become more useful. This is the way it works. Trebattle, these crazy harassment yes means yes and Title IX policies will let men choose automation. You're probably right. 247X says, salute to the Black Manosphere team and contributors. Appreciate that. He's talking about the Mount Rushmore, which would be myself, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Steve the Dean, guys like that. Tommy Sotomayor, Angry Man, those guys. Absolutely. Thanks for the shout out there. Appreciate that. Speaking of O'Shea Duke Jackson, I do a weekend show. I do 2 weekend shows. I'm on with him every Saturday and every Sunday. So, and I've been doing them now for, this will be my 3rd or 4th straight week. I have been live on YouTube every day for the past month. I mean, 7 days a week. I haven't taken a day off. This is when we're on the grind, man, trying to build our brand, trying to build something special here. So, Trebattle says, feminism is a negative side effect of male innovation. That's right. That's right. Listen, the app Tinder, that involved men. The making of the iPhone, the making of apps. This is all men. Boss Wavy says, $5 a month. You can't beat that. I will definitely subscribe to Donovan's Den this weekend. Yeah, man, it's a good value. 37 cents a day. Freelance Ronan says the Defense Soap has a strong tea tree oil that is very tough on germs. Did not know that. Did not know that. Mike Vincent says they have a new prescription drug called Pre-XE. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. That counters STDs now. So they are basically telling everyone to go bareback. Perfect. If STDs were completely eliminated by a pill, oh my god, there'd be so many more illegitimate pregnancies and fucking abortions and all kinds of crazy shit. It wouldn't even be funny. Trebattle says smaller teams and tech will get women out of the private market. Maybe. Deep 1985 says, "Have you ever thought of doing a one-on-one with Tommy Sotomayor?" I haven't thought about that yet. Dude, I am so busy, man. Like, oh my god, like I do this shit from sun up to sundown, guys. Literally, I mean, like, dude, like, listen, guys. I wake up at 4 a.m. Listen, guys, I wake up at 4 a.m. so I can get my lifting in. Because if I don't, I'm going to be behind, man. I'm going to be behind. Dude, I write, I do all this stuff. But yeah, sometime in the not too distant future, I'm definitely going to start teaming up and getting a little bit more exposure. Tommy Sotomayor, Black Gnostic Speaks. I'm already on with O'Shea twice a week. We've got a kick-ass ebook coming out. Ooh, I can't wait till that motherfucker drops. Y'all, black bitches going to be mad. Oh my God, these bitches are going to be mad, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Ooh, yeah, man. The name of the ebook, I'll go ahead and give you guys sort of a preview. It's called Black Man's Revenge, the Black Man's Guide to Getting with, Dating, Fucking White Girls and Non-Black Women. Listen, man, it is gonna be, it's gonna be ugly. Everybody's fair fucking game. I take those black bitches down. VEJ48 says this Saturday. I mean, I don't know who you're asking, but maybe you're talking about me. Yes, this Saturday I'll be on with O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm on every Saturday and Sunday with O'Shea Duke Jackson. VEJ48 says, "Oh shit, oh Christ, yo, I'm telling you, bruh. Listen, man, dude, I took out an Uzi." Okay, and I fucking splattered these hoes on the strength. Yo, these bitches are gonna be so fucking mad. I can't wait for the blowback. Freelance Runner says the Donovan O'Shea tag team combo is the best thing since the Legion of Doom. Yes, Eric Lindros, John LeClaire, Rod Brindamore. I remember the Legion of Doom line for the Philadelphia Flyers. Love that shit. Good reference there, Freelance Ronin. That's awesome. Oh, dude, yeah, I totally annihilated the host. Basically, I am writing an entire book that informs black men. It gives black males a guide on how to stop dating black women and start dating non-black women, white girls in particular. Yeah, VEJ48 says, be careful because they will work to take your channel down. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember a few months back there was a big thing where they had gone to Google or something, and they took down a lot of people's channels, and they got them back because they were able to do something. I don't know how they got their channels back, but yeah. This is the thing. Like when black women go at us, we hit them with facts, but when we go at them and they strike our nerve, you know, they talk shit and then they tattle on us to get our channels taken down. That's not only black women. This is what feminists do. They don't want to fight fair. They just want to take us off the internet. This is their way of fighting back. And I mean, I can't say I blame them because there's really no other option. So yeah, it's definitely in the back of my mind that black women are going to be after me, but you know, that's the risk you run. And if I have to put everything on Patreon, then so be it. So on that note, definitely sign up for my monthly newsletter, because if anything happens, then, you know, at that point, I'll send out a newsletter and say, hey, this is where to find my content. So Freelance Runner says, that's one I will read with a glass of rum and Coke and jazz at a cigar. Yeah, man, I'm taking a flamethrower to these bitches on the real. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Send out that subscribe link. Don't forget to like the video. Add me on Facebook. And, of course, don't forget to bookmark the Amazon link on my homepage to do all your Amazon shopping through that link. Thanks for watching, guys. See you Monday.